What happens when you get more music heads than ever before in a room to review music?
What happens when you make musical chairs a show you never thought you needed?
Are you standing or are you seated?
I'm not a gun man in any sort of way.
What? I won a 4-4 now, blood. This tune let me know that Digga's a student of the game and I rate him so much for that.
Even though I respect Digga, I do know when he just needs to pay the bills or when he needs a new pair of trainers. Do you know what I mean? Price of the Air Force is going up.
Amber Solar.
My name is Ore.
Welcome to Project Sit and Stand. So we're all here to listen to Digga D's brand new tape, Naughty by Nature, and we're going to start straight away. There's no wasting time. So here is track 1 off the tape, and this is the intro.
Landmark Road in Edinburgh House and a council flat. Just me and my mum went school in group. Went Apple for Rose, St Thomas's school, that's me and M Scum. Then I moved to Fifth Avenue. That pussy used to live opposite, man. I knew everyone and its ends was wet. I used to look up to the opposite gang. It's crazy that man used to live in Zone. Finish school and go and play ball with sticks and Admiral partner. When I see him, I'ma stop his heart.
Right there, that was the intro, the very first song on Digga D's tape. We can see the people them getting nice and vibey. But the question we are asking right now, guys, are we standing or are we seated?
Ooh.
First ever clean sweep. We just heard the intro. What is your take on the introduction of his tape?
That's the intro, yeah. That's how you introduce yourself. It's the heading. That's how you introduce yourself on a tape, innit? You come with facts. He's talking about the way he grew up and that. He said I used to look up to the other side and that's realness. You know what I'm saying? Proper stuff. Big him up to that still.
All right, so I heard you scream this really loudly. That's what we call real music. Yeah? So how do you feel about that tape? Or the track, sorry.
About the track, about the intro. Personally, I feel like Digga was giving us memoirs. It just felt like he's just talking to us. He's literally telling them, listen, them man rapping in their cap. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what's going on really. Like, it feels. I like when you lot agree with me. It makes me feel.
That gauge and he blow out his brain. Shotgun shade man's name for a reason. Creeping side by side, gone greet him. Look at him, peep him, try grim reap it. What, who have you bun? I ain't into the speaking. I lit out that crib, go ask. Slapped it, I slapped it, I slapped it. You slapped it, bro. Who you think slapped it? Double tap, love the over and under. 8 + 2 = 1, that's my number. Double tap, fling corn in your jumper. Side by side in the ride, that's thunder. I keep spending money on straps, pending wax and pending packs. Creeping side by side, gone greet him. Look at him, peep him, try grim reap it. What, who have you bun? I ain't into the speaking. I lit out that crib, go ask. Slapped it, I slapped it, I slapped it. You slapped it, bro. Who you think slapped it? Double tap, love the over and under. 8 + 2 = 1, that's my number.
That was the second track of the tape.
Alter Ego. Interesting.
Ego.
Did you see the reactions in there? We're going to discuss what happened, but yeah.
So, the question is, are we stood or are we seated for that track?
Woi.
Whoa.
Woi.
Do you know what it is? I'm going to be 100% honest. Was that song like serious? Because to me, it sounded like he literally got drunk and just went in the studio and just freestyled. Nah, I'm not drunk. But, ask me, no. Did that song make sense to you? Did that song make sense to you?
You understand how interesting the song is once you understand the purpose of the song. The purpose of the song is to differentiate his alter egos being Daps, Shotty Shane, and Digga D from each other. This song was rapped from the perspective of Shotty Shane, which was the alter ego he introduced us to on Double Tap Diaries. The reason why I found Double Tap Diaries annoying is because he didn't build out the alter ego enough. Now he's telling us more about who Shotty Shane is compared to his other alter egos.
Okay, the room is already completely divided and we're only 2 tracks in. So, gonna swiftly head on to the third track, and that is Load Up.
Hey DJ, load
Let's
it up.
go.
Cheers.
Load up, pump out the matty, make copper shot, jump out his jacket.
Socials, let's go. Naughty by Nature, Digga D, let's go.
Load up, Pump out the matic, met copper shot, jump out his jacket. Did the switch on the grandpa, K105, lay it off, now spraying off racket. Why did everybody gas up the kick on the shorties? I went Mosey and tactic and hatchet. Then I done it like 5 more times when I realised everyone chat shit. Load up, pump out the matic, met copper shot, jump out his jacket. Did the switch on the grandpa, K105, lay it off, now spraying off racket. Why did everybody gas up the kick on the shorties? I went Mosey and hatchet.
That is the first song on the tape, and it's called Load Up.
Yes.
Guys in the room, are we seated or are we standing?
Oh,
The
another
second
clean
time, another clean sweep. What is your take on what we just heard there? Because they got a wheel up inside.
Listen, understand, I'm not a gun man in any sort of way.
Gone, man.
But, I want a 4-4 now, blood. You mad?
Man said, 4-5, no safety pussy. Big 4-4, no safety pussy.
Like, we're 3 tracks in, yeah, and Digga's giving me exactly what I want to hear Digga give me. So, like, I have no critique. So, obviously, it's 3 tracks in. They said there's 16 tracks, so we got a long tape to go. But right now, I'm not disappointed. He's got me on the right hype. Like, this is exactly what I want. So, I say give us some dollars.
Relic. So, we are in the 3rd song. You have stood up for all 3 songs so far. What is it about Digga that you're enjoying on this tape so far?
Hey, the nigga's rapping, blood. It's simple as that, blood. He's rapping. He's giving me different flows. He's giving me his story. I'm here for it. I'm giving me hard beats. He hasn't done anything wrong so far, so I have nothing to sit down for. I'm getting sturdy. I'm enjoying myself. But yeah, me large up Digga. Let's continue.
I talk a lot of crud, I've drawn a lot of blood. He made it out the mud, I'll still put him in the mud. It's not a playground thing. But now he's stuck in it. I'll stuff the clip, rise a stick and touch his wig. I talk a lot of crud, I've drawn a lot of blood. He made it out the mud, I'll still put him in the mud. It's not a playground thing. But now he's stuck in it. I'll stuff the clip, rise a stick and touch his wig. Best be on the take so far. Best be on the take so far. He made it out the mud, I'll still put him in the mud. It's not a playground thing. But now he's stuck in it. I'll stuff the clip, rise a stick and touch his wig. I talk a lot of crud, drawn a lot of blood.
I think we might have walked into like the middle of a rap video or something. I'm not even sure right now.
Fam, it's crazy in here, man.
The energy in the room right now is crazy. How are we feeling about that track? Are we stood or we sat down for that last song? We are standing firm. No, we are not.
No.
Whoa.
We are not.
It was just a beat for me. And I feel like the beat took a lot of everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
As an old nigga, yeah, that brought me back to when I was in secondary school, listening to Stigs, Shocks, get me, Tiny Boost, get me. Listen, Peckham, Brixton. Well, you know, fam, you know about South Bits, the channel. You come home from school and go on South Bits. Listen, this tune let me know, yeah? Listen. Hey, come on! Listen, yes! Hey, yes! Listen, real talk. This tune let me know that Digga's a student of the game, and I rate him so much for that. Large up Digga, man.
One-on-one. Yo, it's easier to one-on-one. Yo, it's easier to fuck these women with 4 chains swinging, 3 rings blinging, 2 straps gripping, 1 shot out the Glock, leave your head back spilling. Emerald cut diamond, say I'm Pyrex living. How can I say this in a friendly way? Before we fuck, babe, I beg you sign this NDA. No, not an MPK. She wanna snap in a lamb, but I ain't moving the whip.
No, we're in a strip club full of broke niggas. What is this? What the fuck is this? You guys shaking your ass for once?
Guys inside, I think we might already know what the answer's gonna be, but let's just make sure we know what's going on. Are we stood or are we sat down for that song?
This song is objectively good. This is purely personal. I like 50 Cent, but this 50 Cent song that he sampled, I have a personal vendetta against it. So I hate the sample just because the sample is there and I generally don't like the song. It just ruined the song for me.
First of all is you nut. And second of all, it's a Digga D's review, not 50 Cent. So grow up. And third of all, there's a difference between music and musique. This!
When people are trying to be edgy, that's what it is. People are trying to be edgy. The song is a good tune. As you guys could see, everyone got up on their feet when the song came on. Big up TikTok as well, because TikTok actually did put this song on the map. You're doing the freeze phrase, 4 bitches, 3 bitches, whatever. Big up Digga D, man. It's a good tune.
He mentioned like when we were in secondary school and like gigs and all of that, yeah. I feel like for the generation below, I think that's what it's going to be. Because let's not remember, Talking the Hardest, yeah. Talking the Hardest is the UK anthem, but it's a US beat.
And on the point that Ren's made, yeah, you see, for people like Sachi, come here. You see, for people like Sachi, yeah, Digga, like, he's the representation of 50 Cent. Like, they wouldn't know these things without people like Digga. Do you know what I'm saying? So... No!
That is a howler.
Songs with a ting and some council flats. Making squares out of cling while she counts the racks. Used to make her hold a spin, she ain't new to waps. Real bitch, she hold it down to the max. I felt it in my gut, I knew something went right. I'm looking out the window, all I'm seeing is lights. You still to the dick. If the play was on it, would you still got in the whip? If it wasn't in the sticks, would you still come to the crib? If I was broke like, would you still wanna have my kid? If I was down and out, would you still come about? Would you give them information for 100 foul? Free prints of your tits and some pussy pics.
The sample is good, but allow the tune, man. Allow the tune.
Okay, so we just heard Hold It Down, and that was track number 6 of the tape.
Yes, ma'am.
So the question is, are we stood or we sat down for that last song?
Okay, this is nice, because I think people have been stood up for a bit, so this is an even number.
So you enjoyed that last track?
I did, but I'm trying to be honest with myself about why I'm standing up. I think it's because of the sample. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't think he did anything different with it. I'm vibing to it, but like, you know, I want to sing the actual original rather than I'm not gonna sing it, Han, no. But what I'm trying to say is I don't think we're gonna remember this in like a year. It was more the sample I was resonating with rather than the actual song. I don't think he took the song and made it his own. However, with all this being said, I feel like I'm happy he's going in that direction, trying to experiment with different things, different sounds.
It's clear that the theme of the tape is to pay homage to like the people that he was growing up listening to. For example, 50 Cent. So I like it, innit? He's showing homage, sampling the tunes, using the beats, and I like it. And I like when the rappers that can't sing try to sing, but they make it clear that they can't sing, so it's still cold. I like that. It's like the croaky kind of coarse voice thing. It's like, we get it. You can't sing, but it's still like, it's hard. It's hard.
You know songs that need a girl on the chorus? This is that song. This song needed a girl on the chorus. If you think back to Check with Ray, is that her name? With Kojo Funds. The chorus held the song together. This song needed a chorus. It was too rappy. The song was too rappy for the sample that he used. He just needed something to glue it together, and that was a girl.
Stretch like yoga, got stretched like Yoda. Mix the cocaine with the ammonia, paraphernalia all on the sofa. Try run so a man, what a joker. Still got pot on my poker. Got super soaked up. To the 40 clotting. For anyone asking, it's just me that's. Career for a second. 18 hours on 7. 17-6 in the Western. 126 I was chefing. 8 a 4 in a baby, a blessing. 8 in a baby, 9 I'll crep him. 100 lasted bands don't stretch him. What you reckon? Fuck my career for a second. 18 hours on 7.
I'm telling her, he's in America, he can do what he wants. He can do what he wants.
Fuck my career for a second. 18 hours on 7. 17-6 in the Western. 126 I was chefing. 8 a 4 in a baby, a blessing. 8 in a baby, 9 I'll crep him. 100 lasted bands don't stretch him. What you reckon? Stretch like yoga. Got stretched like yoga.
Guys, what do we reckon? Are we stood up or we sat down for what do you reckon?
Ooh. Don't listen. I like the first 10 seconds of the song. When he says, "Fuck my career for a second," cold. The rest of the tune, shit. I can't believe we reloaded that. That was a howler as well. Reloading the tune. But a howler. It's just, and another 50 Cent sample. It's lazy.
The person who did a verse on that song just now leads to, he needs to not work with that person again. That person sounded like they was on acid, fucked up the whole tune. Wow. So Digga 100% has potential, but he needs to work with better artists out there.
I think that was a reach, innit? I feel like Digga just spun him. Like, it weren't even like it was a dead verse. I feel like Digga spun him. Man said, fuck my career for a second. 18 hours on 7. 76 in a Western.
More time, when it's like a US-UK collaboration, more time I always check for the US artist when it's like, I don't know them, innit? But with that one, it was like, I didn't really want to check for him, innit? I feel like Digga just done his thing. Obviously, it complemented the track in terms of the B-Lovee brother being on it. It's like, right, this is different, innit? Like, I don't know my man, he's from Florida, whatever, it's different, but Digga outshone him on that one still, so for that one, I liked it in that sense that he outspun a US artist, innit?
Alright, cool. Basically, yeah, I feel like Digga is assimilating to the States. Like, he's trying to cross over at the moment, as we can obviously see. So, what makes sense? Collabing with a street artist from where? America. You grab the streets easily. It's a cheap 3 points with the streets, you know what I'm saying? So, I feel like Digga knows what he's doing. Cool, you may say he got spun. That's fair, but he's there. The song exists. No, the American guy, the American guy.
So we heard everyone in the room's opinion, but we care about yours as well. So comment below what you think about the last track. We are heading over to track number 8.
Track number 8 on the tape. This one is called Main Road.
Yo, side road, high road, back road, main road, front line where we board up through 100 more places I can sail on. But estates is the best place, no camera chef up and bus case. Shout Luger Vels at Amy smells. We got 'em down, we got 'em down. Side road, high road, back road, main road, front line where we board up through 100 more places I can sail on. But estates is the best place, no camera chef up and bus case. Shout Luger Vels at Amy smells. We got 'em down, we got 'em down.
I'm mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad. It's a good time. The hook in it. The hook.
All right, that is the 8th track on the tape. That one is called Main Road. Guys, are we seated? Are we standing?
Raise, lads, let it raise. When we listen to a song, you know, girls like to listen to. We like to listen to drillers. We like to listen to some music which is a bit of crud. I would listen to that with a bit of crud. You know what I mean? I'll be doing my under eye and I'll be thinking, yeah. But when I listen to this, when I'm doing my smoky eye, no. He's basically just made it just because, you know, the gas bill needs paying. It's a filler. And even though I respect Digga as an artist and I know he does amazing, I do know when he just needs to pay the bills or when he needs a new pair of trainers. Do you know what I mean? Price of the Air Force is going up.
Imagine you're listening to this back to back. Remember, like, we're having breaks to talk about it. Imagine you're listening back to back. I think you'd zone out. You'd probably skip it because it will blend into everything else you've just heard before. You feel me? So I don't think it was terrible because Digga's not capable of making a bad song. He's very talented.
Let me tell you a secret that no one knows. And oh, never had no hoes, put a condom on, paid a 1-on-1, found the cutest kitty and got some blows. Yo, let me tell you a secret that no one knows. It was us that tapped my man to a ghost. Go like mode for the bros, can you keep it a secret though? Let me tell you a secret that no one knows. And oh, never had no hoes, put a condom on, paid a 1-on-1, found the cutest kitty and got some blows. Yo, let me tell you a secret that no one knows. It was us that tapped my man to a ghost. Go like mode for the bros, can you keep it a secret though? Let me tell you a secret that no one knows. When we slapped our fruit, we was with Lil. Then he backed his Sammy, now them and our bros. Yo, I can't believe these balls went off. We had my man under pressure.
All right, that one is track 9 on the tape. That one is called Secret. Guys inside, are we seated or are we standing? What do you make of Digga D bringing in street politics into music?
Look, it's not my favorite thing. I can't lie. It is drill. But like for me, I'm not really on the whole like proper cruddy graphic thing. Like that's not really my thing, yeah. However, what I'm gonna say about that track is that at first I was a little bit bored. However, when the other man came through and there was that back-to-back flow, that perked my ears up. I was enjoying that. So that's why for now, I'm standing to that one.
Yeah, see, that's See, with me, as much as certain people say they don't like necessarily the crud thing, if you know Digga and you follow Digga, that's like his essence. Like you're talking about from the pagan days. That's where he comes from. So this is the Digga that we want to hear. When you're talking about 1011, you're talking about Next Up's one of his biggest songs. That's with the rest of 1011 CGM as well. So I think this song is cold, man. I ain't got nothing to say about it.
Hear what I'm saying, yeah? No pun intended, but that track there, mad. You get what I'm saying? I feel like he just, with all them man that were on the track as well, I feel like they all just did their thing. Like, they did what they needed to do, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the censorship thing, him and Heady do it the best, innit? Like, them man do it and it works. So I feel like coming where it came after the track 8, which weren't really that overwhelming, I feel like this one, it done his thing. Like, it picked it back up again.
The crudness, yeah, if you've been listening to Digga for time, you'd understand, innit? And I feel like when a lot of artists, when they start off, they got that rawness, and it's like when they blow, it's like kind of mellowed down a bit. But with Digga, he can always bring it back. Like you feel like he's back in their states doing the mad thing. You feel me? So yeah, man, big up everyone.
I crashed the car so fresh, shut the ski off. My young boy still slides on a look. Yo, let me know where that barbecue is. I'll aim at chest and barbecue ribs across the blue broom. Clout off 2 quid, then part the broomstick. This ain't no luchas. I ride for Jesus and get down Judas. I'm way too ruthless. They can't deflate.
I ride for Jesus, I get down Judas. Blasphemy. In the name of Jesus, blasphemy.
I feel to complain, but they're just useless. The prick Mr. Kerry flipped my whole celly. Didn't find nothing, still took my telly. Suck your mother, pussy. Came looking for phones, but didn't find any. What's 9 plus 10, 21? Grab the bells and load this gun. Hit his heady, I told him, hold this thing.
Smoke out the pound, drink out the bottle, been having my way for a while, I cannot go back to the bottom, believe what you see, nigga, fuck what you heard, consider it done if I get
All right, guys, you know the aim of the game. You already know the name of the show as well.
Correct.
Inside, are we seated or are we standing? Okay, what was it about the feature that you just didn't like?
I feel like Moneybagg Yo didn't really give his vim. I feel like you need a proper cruddy drill. Like, if King Von was alive, I want to hear Von, you know what I mean?
As a single, it didn't move me. I was happy for Digga though. Moneybagg Yo is a big deal. And then I came here actually thinking, no, I'm going to feel different about this track, and I just didn't feel different.
That tune G like with Moneybagg Yo, yeah, regardless of what we think, yeah, in America, yeah, them lot are listening to that. Them lot are going to rate Digga D, them lot are liking his flow. That Hotboii flow, although it's old to us, it's new to them, and them lot are on it. So that tune bang.
Do we really need US validation in 2022 right now? So I'm hearing.
We don't need that shit. It's 2022. The UK is doing a fucking thing.
No, I agree, yeah. I agree, yeah. But I still think it's appreciated. I still feel it's a big deal.
All right, so this is Digga D's tape, Naughty by Nature. We have made it to track number 11. Basola, what's the name of the track?
This is Entitled Statements.
Pull up in a motor, move out the way. I catch an M with his 2.5 and move out the state. My recent ops are like my SQ weight. Came out the same time, that's a brand new plate. I still do 3-4-20, this ain't like no other smoking high. I'm as hard as Stormzy and Dave, what a statement to make. But I say what I say and I mean it. Yeah. But you won't agree and say I'm too in these streets, and the act that I got, I should clean it.
Are we stood up or we sat down for that last track?
We've got a... never mind. I was just about to say a clean sweep, but it didn't work.
He said that he is as good as your GOAT, Dave, and Stormzy.
Yeah.
What do you think of that statement?
Now, do you know what? Yeah, he's in his right mind to say something like that. I don't personally think it's true, but he's in his right mind to say something like that. Like, the caliber of Stormzy and Dave is crazy. Digga D is not selling out O2 twice over, 3 times over, whatever. He's not in that, but he's not. No. Why can't I say that? 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 Digga D's not selling out the O2 because he hasn't got that scope. He hasn't got that reach yet. Like, do you know how mad it is to do 20,000 people, even just once? Like, I can't lie, he might not even do Ali Pali. Like, he'll get there, but at this moment in time, he's not there.
There's always, people saying, this artist is number 1, this artist is number 2. Digga's now put himself into the conversation. A, do you agree? And B, who would you say is the top 3 in the UK right now?
As an artist, you should think that you're the best, innit? Simple as that. He thinks he's the best. He thinks he's as good as Dave and Stormzy. And fair enough. He is as good as them, man. As it comes to rapping, he's as good as them, man, still. Don't tell me about ticket sales. Don't tell me about album sales. I don't care about that. When it comes to barring and rapping, darling, relax. I'm still talking. Let him do it. It doesn't matter about album sales and shit there. Like that will come. As a rapper, you have to have confidence. You have to have vim. You're meant to spray bars like you're the best barrer out. So if I want to say I'm as good as Dave and Stormzy, listen, I'm a presenter, a radio presenter. If I want to say I'm as good as DJ Ace or Shawnee B or whatever, I can say that because I'm meant to feel like that.
Trying to piggyback off the whole conversation, we're going to throw this to the whole room, in fact. Digga, once again, has put himself in a conversation. But would you say, and raise your hand if you agree, Digga is top 5 in the UK right now?
How can you not have Digga in your top 5? Like, lyrically, I feel like he's spinning US artists.
Yeah.
The tape that we've listened to right now is banging. So how can you not have him in your top 5? Out of West London, I feel like he's number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Look.
Oh, trying something different.
But then I will be a hypocrite. I'm still in ring of whip, still spinning it. I'm still gripping it, I'm still dipping shit. Can't you tell that I'm addicted to this drilling shit? This drilling shit, this drilling shit. I'm addicted to this drilling shit, this drilling shit.
Track number 12, that one is Addicted. Guys inside, are we seated or are we standing? Can I just say as well, yeah? I love it when rappers do a melodic sing about some of the most craziest things ever, because I'm addicted to this drilling. Oh, that was interesting. All right, Whitney, we're back over on this side. You are stood up. First of all, what do you make of Digga singing on that one?
Oi, I love it when people try to do something different. A rapper singing, I'm like, oh, baby, you can't even do it, but don't worry, I can't sing either, chat. So I love it. You know what? God bless you for trying.
You need tracks like that in the journey of an album, and I feel like he's taking us through a journey. So that kind of singing melodic thing, it's a little, like, it kind of sounds like a bit of an interlude, you know? Yes. It was like what, one and a half minutes. 1.5 minutes long, you feel me? Like, yeah, you need that. Me, I'm a melodies man, innit? Like, I like my melodies, and I'm a fan of R&B for real. So I like it when Digga kind of shows his variety and experiments in that. And that kind of track was needed to just break up the project a bit. So yeah, man, like I rate you, Digga, for that one.
With that song, like obviously I think it's cute. Like obviously he tried to sing. No, he tried to sing and it didn't sound horrible, but it just personally wasn't that great. Like obviously we should big him up for trying to sing, but we shouldn't lie and say, oh yeah, that was great. It was all right. Like that's it.
I feel like this is a side of Digga that I've never really seen before. And you know what? This is what, track number 12 in the album. And this is a side that Digga's not shown on this album as well. What I like about Digga is he likes to show his like variety. Like even if we go back to his old project where he shows his soca, like this is something really like I don't think I've ever heard Digga like try it, and to see him like do it and execute it, it's like yes, this is yes, Digga, yes, like for real.
Yo, so dying for some attention, dying for some attention, dying for some attention. Blur that shit, I can't get them a mention. Always saying my name, I think they want some fame. You as a fan, before the hate, I think that's so insane. So dying for some attention, dying for some attention. I said that gladly, I waited, but he never pulled up sadly. The beef's getting old like granddad. I can't entertain them guys, they're catty. Chatting online, but still couldn't mad me, so he made this track.
So we just heard Attention, and the question I'm gonna ask: are we stood up or we sat down for that last track?
Can I say that was really catchy?
Like, do you feel like we heard a more mature Digga D?
No, I feel like we had a boring Digga D. Like it was really monotone, really repetitive, didn't really have much energy in it.
Like he said in statements, he's with Stormzy and Dave. So he's just giving us a different side of himself of like, yeah, I'm on crud. Yeah, I can give you concepts. Yeah, I can talk about the ops, but in a nice way now.
Blood on my Rambo, blood on my kitchen, blood on my cutlass, blood on my fitting. I had his flesh on my knife and I dipped him, swung at his face and ripped it. Swung at his face and ripped it. Go to DR, we out in the mile, we switch. That money, I know how to get it, cause where I come from is on the Swung at his face and ripped it. Go to DR, we out in the mile, we switch. That money, I know how to get it, cause where I come from is on the right, and we get it. Rest up, Rose 3 Jojo, shot right 5, still bricking and also. All of my guys take life, they're local. Drink on the show, man, they're meaning a YOLO. I'm in America, cause strap with a barrel. Ain't leaving my knives, that's a London in me. I'll take out your flesh, try troubling me. I don't really wanna know, just touch him and see.
All right, guys, you know the drill by now. Are we seated or are we standing? Okay. Again? Okay.
Honestly, I thought it was a dope song, man. Like, production, dope, crazy. Even the feature that came in like halfway through the chorus called, who was it? Hotboii, right? Haven't heard of him, but he did his thing. I won't lie, his verse, not the strongest in certain parts, but he did his thing on it. I won't lie.
I feel like he's really trying to let everyone outside of the UK know who he is, and he's really trying to represent himself outside, especially to America. So him doing the feature with like B-Lovee and like Moneybagg and all of that, I feel like he's trying to be the one to break through to America. I mean, obviously you got the Central Seas, but I feel like Digga D is going to be the person that really breaks through to them and really gets the respect from them.
You're a man that's very opinionated on music. Do you think we're being overly critical because it's a mixtape? If it was an album, do you think people would assess this differently?
I think as a mixtape, which supposedly that is what it is, I think it overperforms in that sense. And I like the idea that as a mixtape, it actually has something going for it. It has purpose more than just having some songs slapped together, which in a way is really nice and refreshing.
Oh why, smile in my face, but I'm too bad mine. Come try, they can't fly high like birds in the sky. Try reach my necklace, you regret this when you lose your mind. We double park in Central, was shining, man, don't pay that fine. Oh why, smile in my face, but I'm too bad mine. Come try, they can't fly high like birds in the sky. Try reach my necklace, you regret this when you lose your mind. We double park in Central, was shining, man, don't pay that fine.
All right, we just heard track number 15 with AJ Tracey, and that was Why. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Are we stood up or we sat down for that last track?
That wasn't even intentional. That was a genuine question. Why?
You know what, yeah? I feel like that was just a very mediocre track. Like, I feel like coming to the end of a project, you should try and still keep the listeners engaged in it. And I feel like these football references that AJ's doing, he does it on a regular basis. It's not nothing new. This is not refreshing. Like, I feel like if you want to come with a feature that's going to keep people engaged, I feel like AJ should have delivered a bit more in it. So it's a bit like,
So we're now seeing AJ Tracey and Digga D together once again. Did they live up to what they did the first time? Did you enjoy it? And are you angry at what was just said?
Yes, what's going on? I'm confused. What is it? They linked up on Bringing It Back. That's a song that it was alright, but I think that was harder. I think that was harder. But it's first listen though, so I need to let it marinate a little bit. I've only heard it once.
Don't let them
so
off,
but no, with that being said, it was still hard though. On first listen, it was still very hard. I think they went in. They both went in. No one missed. It's not a thing where you can be like, oh, he let it down. No, they both went very much in. Like.
You ain't seen what I've seen. G-locks with a beam, whole clip full of teeth. You ain't been where I've been, whole room full of green, hitting licks for my team. You gotta let it go, let it go, let it go.
Right now,
you said you want artistry?
He was who Ed Sheeran based his thing off.
Okay, we've made it to the very end. The outro of Noughty by Nature. This is the last track.
Let It Go featuring Maverick Sabre. Do we even ask the question or not?
Should we ask it?
Politely, we'll ask, just for the sake of the show.
Just because it's...
Should we whisper it, actually?
Whisper it.
It's very, very good to hear Maverick Sabre back, by the way, because Digga actually went to the trenches of English music and said, I need to bring something original.
It's giving a movie soundtrack. It's giving Top Boy the finale. Scully's dead. Pow! Let it go. Let it go. It's giving a proper soundtrack. The only thing I would say, I wish it was a choir at the end to just get around. Let it go. Let it go. Give it that soul.
I would say that's a moot point because I feel like if you've seen sort of like talking about So Naughty by Nature, you've seen that someone was talking about the cover art earlier and how it's a progression of Digga. I mentioned Play for the Pagans, which is like his early sort of like beginnings. If you see where he's come from, like when he made that, I couldn't see him sort of like making music with this sort of musicality. And I hear what Mimi's saying about the choir because that would take it to like the next level. But I feel like Digga's really sort of showing like, yeah, this is where I'm about to go and it's about to be different. And you're about to see him sort of like fly, I think, so.
Yo. Load up, pump out the matic, make copper shot, jump out his jacket. Did the switch on the grandpa, K105, lay it off, now spraying off racket. Why did everybody gas up the kick on the shorties? I went Mosul and tapped it and hatched it. Then I done it like 5 more times when I realised everyone chat shit. Load up, pump out the matic.
We have now come to the end of the episode. We want to say a massive thank you to all of you watching at home, everyone in the room, everyone behind the scenes. We have just rated and reviewed Digga D's Naughty by Nature tape. I've been Masola.
My name has been Ore, and he has been...
Ren Swap, Denzel, Ren DJ, Ren. Let's go.
Amazing. Wait.
Thank you for watching once again.
Comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, and listen to
and we keep it moving.
By Nature.
Hey.